The arts and entertainment sector was decimated by the COVID-19 pandemic. The global industry came to a complete standstill for 2 years, and while other sectors have returned to business, it has struggled to pick up pre-pandemic pace. But there are encouraging signs that normality is returning, and this week we visited Mid Wales's leading entertainment venue, which is preparing for a busy autumn and winter of top-class acts once again. The Hafren in Newtown has been welcoming some of Britain's top entertainers over the past 40 years. The likes of Norman Wisdom, Ken Dodd, Michael McIntyre and Lee Evans have all graced the 550-seat capacity theatre. But while the pandemic threatened to pull the venue's final curtain, it is back and taking centre stage once again.
Well, it's been really difficult, and from the get-go, really, we saw a disease come globally across the world, and we all wondered how it was going to be. But at the end of the day, the government made a decision on a Thursday, and we had to be closed by the Saturday. So everything that we got planned, bearing in mind that I work about a year, 18 months in advance, had to be reprogrammed. And we genuinely thought we would be back within a few weeks, but a few weeks turned into a few months, and then a few months turned into a year, and we've actually been shut, I can't believe, near on 2 years without public coming in. And working in an industry where you have such contact with audiences and companies, it was a real difficult time for the industry, for people's mental health, for all the reasons that have affected our audiences as well. But we've kept busy. We've tried to be as useful as we can during that time. We were approached from Paris Teaching Health Board about covering for some emergency mobile testing unit for them. So whilst I furloughed all the rest of my staff, that was the responsible thing to do at the time because we had no other source of income. I would come in every day and unlock whilst the army rocked up and started testing people, and community nurses then made their little home in the back dressing rooms. So it was a whole different group of people that we were dealing with, and they stayed what should have been for a couple of weeks. They actually stayed from the Easter to the Christmas time, when they then moved into the Gravel Street car park.
And it wasn't all bad news during the lockdown, with the venue enjoying significant investment to improve customer experience and safety.
We realised that whilst we were closed, we had an opportunity, and the college, the MPT group of colleges that we are a part of, invested £250,000 in a new air handling system. The air handling system's up in the roof, and it circulates the air at a rate of 1 litre per person every minute. So it's as good as breathing in fresh air, and of course it's all filtered. And so we thought that was a good time to be doing that, because although it's guidelines at the moment, I think within the next couple of years that will become a statutory requirement for large spaces. We see over 500 people, so that's quite a lot of people, and we want to make them feel as comfortable as they can and as safe as they can. So that's why we put that in place. But of course it was a lot of building work, and people might not see the difference, but trust me, the safety is there.
But has the confidence returned to the box office, and are the people returning to the theatre?
In terms of sales, things are going pretty well. At the start there was a bit of sort of nervousness about the reopening and people whether they would come back or not. But what we found is slowly but surely that confidence is built, and so we're now, from the Pink Floyd tributes to sort of back to normal really in this autumn season. So we've now got the full range of stuff that we've ordinarily always put on. We got Sarah Millican, we got Rich Hall, the sort of headline. Sarah Millican is a sort of a throwback to pre-lockdown, which has sort of been cancelled and postponed, and so we've still got some of those acts that were historically booked in and then had to be postponed. And then we've got Max Boyce coming back for his 50th anniversary tour in January. But the niche stuff, we've got The Invisible Man, which is sort of a South Walian, and they're bringing this stage production of the great play and film. And then we've got the Ballet Cymru's of this world as well, who are sort of a regular of our autumn season.
But just when you thought the good times were returning, after 2 difficult years, Wales has been hit by the cost of living crisis that sees the storm clouds gathering once again.
It's a difficult time for the industry, and I think the culture, arts, entertainment and the hospitality industry are all quite worried and nervous about what's going to happen. This, if I look back on the last 2 years, I would never have predicted those. So we don't know what's coming down the tracks. So there is pleas to government and to please support our industry. Please recognise the contribution that we make to our local economies and the service that we provide just for our residents and for tourism. Please come and support us.
But it remains to be seen whether the government and the industry are all singing from the same song sheet.